Today I'm at Castle Chaktice in Slovakia, home of the legendary Blood Countess, Elizabeth Bathory. Once part of the Kingdom of Hungary, it housed the Countess Elizabeth Bathory de Eched, also known as the Blood Countess and Countess Dracula. Elizabeth Bathory lived here the majority of her adult life. Elizabeth Bathory was born into wealth in a noble family. Maybe a little too noble because as a child she suffered from epileptic seizures, thought to be as a result of inbreeding. Her parents were first cousins. She was engaged at 10 and she married her arranged husband at 15. He took her last name due to being of lower social standing. This castle was her wedding gift, as well as the 17 villages that surrounded it. Their 29-year marriage would span the decades of war and ended with his death of an unknown illness in 1604. Elizabeth was in her mid-40s at the time. Approximately 2 years prior to her husband's death, rumors about her had been circulating through the local area and eventually the entire kingdom. Things were being said. Things like abduction, torture, mutilation, and murder. Girls lured to her castle under false pretenses never to be heard from again, or their bodies found beaten and disposed of. By 1610, an official investigation was ordered by King Matthias II. Within a year, there were over 300 witness statements describing almost literally everything. Biting, stabbing, freezing, burning, starving, covering girls in insects, needles under fingernails, and a suspicion of cannibalism, drinking blood, and most famously, bathing in the blood of virgins in order to stay young. It wasn't looking good for Elizabeth, and on December 30th, 1610, she was arrested at the castle with 4 servants, supposed accomplices. The investigation reported she was covered in blood, though it was proven later she was having dinner. Even though most of the testimonies were secondhand and her so-called accomplices confessed only after being tortured themselves, after which they were quickly executed, executing a noblewoman would have been scandalous. She was instead put under house arrest until her death 3.5 years later. So the question now is it true? Did a noblewoman torture and murder almost 650 girls over the course of 20 years? Was there an organized system to abduct young girls of both peasants and gentry, viciously attack them, and then dispose of the bodies without any of them being proven to be murdered by Elizabeth herself? Or was this a case similar to the Salem witch trials? Questions have arisen in recent years detailing a power struggle between the Habsburgs of the Holy Roman Empire in their quest to acquire Hungary, coincidental with Elizabeth's large estate and influence in the kingdom, and King Matthias II, who ordered the investigation. After her arrest, a large debt that he had owed to the family was cancelled due to her crime. That could just be a coincidence, though. On the contrary, she is reputed to have witnessed beatings and torture as a child, and a remedy for epilepsy at the time was to put a healthy person's blood on the lips of those having seizures. Not great to try and help clear her name and reputation. Her husband was also considered to be a bit sadistic, particularly to servant girls, and one of their house guests was supposedly a known witch with questionable healing practices. It can't be known for sure how real or extensive her crimes truly were, but it's safe to say her legend has grown and spread over the last 400 years. Thanks for watching. As always, until next time, get lost.